I'm Lilian Nyango. I'm an activist, I'm a feminist. So today we are at Mabatini Ward, kwa Karaoke Village. We don't have proper sewer systems. That is number one. It is evident, you can see. We have channeled the sewer lines direct into the river. So even where we can take our garbage to, we don't have a space, because the government has refused to give us a space whereby the residents can take their garbage to. So for me, I feel very much offended, because when a waste is coming from other area to be dumped to another area, it means there is no responsibility. Personal responsibility is very much important, because we need to put those spaces there so that even if it is in Kamkunji, where should they dump their waste? They should not come to Mathare, because even Mathare, they have their own waste, whereby even it is hard for them even to control how they can manage their garbage. So for me, I call out the government, especially the Nairobi County government. They need to expand the sewer lines. They need even to manage the waste in Nairobi. So it's very much important for them to take personal responsibility, especially the governor of this county.
One of the first things we said when we met with the planning team, that you also sitting here, is the question, have you ever been to the source? And it was quiet. Nobody answered. So all these people who live only 30 minutes away, downtown Nairobi, had never been to the source. So we got a bus and we got people on board, and all of us went to the source.
So we are in a bus going to Ndogoro Primary School for an environment camp, looking forward to meet new friends, learning new skills on how I can come back to Nairobi River, whereby at least I can help my people on how we can continue to clean the river.
And we should protect Mother Nature so that we may live a peaceful life here in the world.
Take you places you've never been before. We're gonna fight for the love, the peace, and the justice. We're gonna tune into the frequency in our soul. We're gonna fight for the love, the peace, and the justice.
When we were young, because I've been here for about almost 80 years, there was no other source of water. There was no tapped water. There was no bore water. The river was the source of water for everything. Animals, people, and anything, even the birds. And so there was no diseases. There were no diseases. We used to swim because we never knew how to bathe. So we used to go to the river, swim, and then we go and sleep. Nothing more.
The uniqueness of our mother organization WaterNet in Amsterdam is that it's both a water resource authority and a water utility in one. And it's unique. It is a water cycle approach, we call it, because you both manage your rivers and your catchments. At the same time, you're providing drinking water and cleaning wastewater.
And when you come to the source of a river, whether you know it or not, whether your mind is telling you or not, your body knows. This is the origin of the water. This is where it all starts. This is where life starts. The source is the source of life. Water is life.
Think of the pride that comes from knowing that we did not speak about change. We made it happen.
So this Basecamp is a platform for innovation, collaboration, and above all, co-creation.
And so bringing everybody together, it's a good opportunity for building synergy and people realizing that we actually are all pieces of a puzzle that is required in order for the river to be clean.
equivalent, we as elders, we believe that the river is all-knowing. And that is why we call it Roe. It's only the truth which is here. And that is why the river is considered so sacred, because it's the only thing that knows everything.
We carried our problems from where we come from to this place.
So what does it look like if you approach it that we are part of the ecosystem, okay? Well, this is the Mathare River community. And with the community, I also mean anybody who's working in and on and around that river in the Mathare area.
We want to develop what we call SOPs, standard operating procedures, because we have many entities and we have to have a standardized way of communicating, way of doing things, way of mobilizing resources, so that we have coherence and also we ensure we have coordinated, sustainable action plan.
One of the biggest hopes is to get safer water for drinking, fishing, and domestic use.
Workable plan for restoration and adoption of the Mathare River Basin. When we adopt it and we make it, the community adopt it, then we will realize the dream of making Mathare River clean and sustainable.
One thing that I really enjoyed when I was visiting the source or when I was camping within the source is the ecosystem and the coexistence, how people are living with nature and how people are interacting with nature in terms of activity along the riparian, and how people are very much respectful and responsible to whatever is happening within the Mathare River. It has really amazed me, and also having seen that an ecosystem full of life, different birds singing during morning hours, having that breeze, nature breeze. Yeah, jua ni kali lakini upepo inakupiga, unajua it's a very nice feeling. Na pia ile zaidi na nibamba ni ati mzee unaenda kukunywa maji kwa rive na kikombe bila hata kudautia maji ni chafu, kwa sababu unaiona na yenyewe hata uambii na mtu. Is one of the best feeling, kwa sababu mali natoka hata uende uambie mnyama gani ati ile mtu inaweza kuwa safi, sidhani kama inaweza, not unless kama experience vile tumekuwa hapa ndo anaweza mimi.
And so what we do in our future design Basecamp is a lot about open systems. That means being in touch with our environment. And what we see when we went to the source is people were in touch with their environment. They were happy about it, they were drinking from it, they didn't mind being rained on because they were in touch with it. And that's something we should maintain. It means we don't hide from it. We are open systems ourselves, and when we are in touch, we can also respond to what's coming. We see the good things in life and we enjoy that, but we can also see the bad things in life and we will be able to respond to it.
I've learned a lot, especially how we are dreaming on how our future world will look like when we put into practice all the things we've been talking about, when all the institutions come together, when everybody from grassroots level to the highest come together, we make a great change.
So when we take care of this important resource, we will be making it important for us and for our future generations. Surely let us have a story to tell our grandchildren.
For me, the plan is to see a very clean and tasty water back in Mathare, because today this environment has really challenged me, because I've come with a cup, I've drunk that water, it's very tasty, it's very good. So for me, it has really inspired me to go back home, at least start cleaning the river.
I can't imagine I'm taking the same water that we can't even step in on the other side because it is too polluted. This is original, no chemicals, no nothing. not for this arrangement, I never imagined that there is something like a source for our river in this space. And so coming here for me has been something life-giving. I feel like, yes, even though much has been wasted and we have to recover so much, but there is hope. Change starts with an individual. When I take responsibility as Ezekiel in that community, change will happen.